Okay, I have found the hotel, and I'm entering this suite of 8 rooms. And I am in, there's the kitchen, and the bathrooms are off of the kitchen. There's one, Washenka. These are bathrooms. Ooh, that door doesn't look very pretty. And this is my room. Yow. And there's the bed with no sheets. And I guess those are the sheets and pillows in that closet. Oh well. This is what you call Spartan accommodations.
Szczecin is a city of about 400,000 people and is the capital of West Pomerania. It lay in ruins at the end of the war, but was subsequently repopulated by Poles moving in from elsewhere. Cafe 22 is on the 22nd floor of the city's highest building and is right in the city center and offers a 360-degree panoramic view. There's my next destination, the Philharmonic Hall.
So behind me is the Philharmonic Hall here in Szczecin. It was put into operation in 2014 on the site of, before World War II, a concert house here when this place was occupied by Germans, where Germans lived here. And this architecture was designed by a firm in Barcelona and has won many awards. So I'm going to try to see if I can get inside. All right, I just entered the lobby.
Well, when I tried to take a peek into the auditorium, one of the ushers, a menacing, angry older man, intervened and just about shooed me out of the building.
I'm standing in the courtyard of the Renaissance Pomeranian Duke's Castle, and there is inside this structure the opera in the castle. I guess this would be the opera house.
From the ramparts of the castle, one can see in the distance the Szczecin seaport, one of the most important ports in the Baltic region. The Pomeranian Duke's Castle was the residence for the dynasty that ruled the Duchy of Pomerania from the 12th to 17th century. Today it is a place for art galleries, open-air exhibitions, concerts, etc.
So I'm walking past what appears to be the old town hall. And along the sidewalk there's red lines for a tourist walk.
The St. James Basilica Cathedral is the second tallest church in Poland. It dates to the 12th century but was damaged and rebuilt numerous times. It was partially destroyed by air raids in 1944, but in the 1970s parts of it were rebuilt.
All right, I just had to take a shower without any towels in this hotel that I'm staying at, which is right over there across the street. And I noticed that just off this park there in the corner is a Biedronka supermarket. So I went in to get something to eat. I'm starved. And I saw this, and I recognized the word Żydowski, which means Jewish. And so it is herring according in the Jewish style, which I think would mean gefilte fish. So I decided, what the hell, let me try that. I don't have horseradish, unfortunately, but there's a lot to eat there, and I'm going to dig in. Okay, it's not gefilte fish, it's herring. Herring with onions, and boy, there's a lot to eat there. Well, let's go. All right, it's it's Saturday morning, and I'm about to have breakfast in this little park near the hotel. This has been a challenge. No towels in the hotel. I have to air dry. But anyway, let me have my breakfast. So I've got a iced coffee in a can, a protein pudding, a banana, and a roll. I have come to the Pioneer Cinema, Kino Pioneer, which is the oldest continually operating movie theater in the world and is still operating today with apparently 2 small auditoriums. But at the moment it is closed, so I have to move on.
So next up on this Saturday afternoon, I decided to visit the Lentz Villa. This historic villa, which now functions as a cultural institution, was listed among the top 10 sights to see in this city. Because of my advanced age, I could ride the public transportation for free, and so I easily jumped on a bus, which took me there. And what a lucky day it was for me. I had arrived to hear and see a wonderful musical event. This was the final auditions for the second international vocal competition called Voice in Villas. In this competition, young singers from around the world presented their art to a group of eminent musicians who judged them for their technique, interpretation, and sensitivity. When I heard the opening chords to this prologue to Pagliacci, I knew I could not interrupt the recording, and I'm sure you're not disappointed. All right, it's not Tito Gobbi, and it's only a piano accompaniment, but did you feel your scalp prickle? Maybe not Renato Scotto, but damn. Well, on that note, literally, we are going to move on. But did you feel the hair on your back standing on end? Remember, these are amateurs, so don't compare her to Cheryl Studer. This villa was the home of August Lentz, who was a factory owner during the end of the 19th century. It has been restored. Okay, back to the bus. This neo-Gothic building houses the Polish post office of Szczecin. It was constructed in the late 19th century to house the Prussian royal post. This gate, the so-called Harbor Gate, is one of two gates that remain from the city's 18th century fortifications. It was erected by decree of the Prussian King Frederick William I and is decorated in Baroque style. The fortifications of which this was a part were demolished in the late 1800s, but thanks to conservators, this gate was retained. The inscription above the columns in Latin notes that the king had acquired the Duchy of Szczecin for a price and with legal arrangements. Currently, the structure houses a small theater. Now for 4 flights up the stairs to this tiny room. This equestrian statue was unveiled here in 2002 and is a copy of the masterpiece by Verrocchio, which is in Venice. In the summer, this avenue is full of beer gardens and is popular with the locals. This monument of a sailor is constructed of copper plates. It was inaugurated in 1980, marking a period of maritime development in the port district of Szczecin. Each December, this sailorman is dressed in a Santa Claus costume. Here along Pope John Paul II Boulevard, we see the beautiful architecture of the old city of Szczecin when it was 99% German. These tenement houses escaped bombing and had been subdivided into small apartments. Okay, we have come to the City Hall. Past the City Hall, we emerge on this vast green space called the Bright Greens. Szczecin is known as a city of greenery. This monument to Pope John Paul II was unveiled in 1995 and commemorates his visit here in 1987. This monument was unveiled in 1979 and represents 3 generations of Poles who lived in Szczecin. The 3 generations include 1, the Poles who lived in the city prior to the end of World War II, 2, the Poles who moved to the city after the end of World War II and replaced the Germans who were there. And 3, the children of those people who further developed the city.
Det vises kun på norsk.
Mamma, följ med. Du får följa med. Följ med.
One of the artsy-fartsy statues around the amphitheater.
This is the rose garden with about 100 varieties of roses here. Established in 1928.
Bakke.
So this is the way I improvise going down the hall to the shower, because there's no towels to dry yourself. So when I come out of the shower, I have a challenge. So I took 2 shirts and wrapped them, tied them around me, which enables me to go to the shower and not be seen naked, though there's almost nobody here. That's the good thing. Okay, and here's another tip. If you're caught in a hotel like this one with no towels, the little waxy paper bags from the supermarket I saved, and they do help. I mean, they absorb some moisture. All right. Time for dinner. That's good coleslaw. I think it has a lot of carrots and cabbage in it. For my last night in Szczecin, I have come down to the Oder River. This beautiful building was, before the war, a German building and escaped damage. Now it houses government offices. The Oder River is the second longest in Poland after the Vistula. The city of Szczecin has 10 universities, the largest being the University of Szczecin, with an enrollment of about 25,000 people. I would presume that a lot of these people are students. For 2 centuries, up until the end of World War II, Szczecin was the city of Stettin, a German city and part of Prussia. It was Germany's premier Baltic port, and shipbuilding was a big industry. Berliners would come by train here to board the big steamers that took them up to Baltic resorts. During the half-century following the war, the shipyards here were thriving and built the world's fastest and finest passenger ships. But in 2002, the shipyard filed for bankruptcy and collapsed. Of the 3 ships permanently moored here, one is a floating restaurant and in fact serves Russian food. So the times, they are a-changing, and the young men of Szczecin today are likely to become car assembly workers rather than shipbuilders. And speaking of Berliners, tomorrow I will be leaving this city by Flixbus to the city of Berlin, and that will be the subject of my next video. Thank you for watching.